defence is something we're working really hard on. I thought that was a positive. Like you say, Luke Wallace did a really good job at the breakdown, turned the ball a few times, but we knew if we stuck to our systems we'd get some rewards, and I think we did, towards the end of the first half, and then we had a bad start to the second half and played well after that. So, it's not all downhill. I don't think that scoreline was a fair reflection, to tell you the truth, on the game. We had a try disallowed, which we thought was pretty good. Stevie Mallinder missed a kick at goal, which he'd normally make, and that would have made it a lot closer. So we weren't too worried about the scoreline. More, we just said, play in the right areas, play in Quins half, and we'll score tries, and we did. So, it's always one of those things. If you play against a really good team like Quins and you give them ball in your half, they'll score points. If we get ball in their half, we'll score points. And it's just, we've got to make sure when we play these good teams we're in their half more often than that.
Tries aside, how have you enjoyed your 100 appearances in black, green and gold?
I really enjoy it. I love playing at Quins. I always seem to play them last game of the season, and nice sunny day to play rugby on. They play attractive rugby and good to play against.
What memories do you take from your time with the Saints so far?
Playing really well and then getting injured at the wrong time. No, really enjoy it. It's a proper rugby club, with foundations right to its core of people who love rugby, love to come and watch rugby and like rugby as part of their life. It's not customers on the weekend, it's people who live and breathe the Saints, and to be part of that is something to be proud of, I think.
Jim, given the fact that both sides came into the game today with semi-final places already in the bag, was it a bit of a blank canvas for the game?
No, not really, because we've got some good momentum in terms of not just performance but winning games fairly recently. We wanted to keep that going, but it was unfortunate. I think it could have gone either way. It was a good game of rugby. Disallowed try, from our side. Couple of soft, errors leading to their tries, missing a penalty here or there, and that's the difference in tight games. And it could have gone either way. Really pleased with the way we came back, but just disappointed to lose.
Is that the most important thing, the way you finished the game rather than the way it started?
I think potentially, in that second half when we went down by a few scores, it looked like we were going to just give up. But we didn't, and that was a really pleasing thing. We came back, we stuck at it, scored 2 quick tries in succession, and could have snatched it right at the end.
Semi-final against Saracens next Sunday now. Could have been Leicester, could have been Saracens. Did it matter at all to you guys?
No, it didn't. It didn't matter at all, and we said that all along, and we're very happy to play Saracens. We respect them in terms of they're a very, very difficult side to beat at home. They're unbeaten at their new ground, on their new pitch, so we know it's going to be a very, very difficult ask. But we've done some good things this year away from home. We've won some big games when people have thought we've not got a chance, and 80 minutes off getting to a Twickenham final has got to be motivation for everybody.
You mentioned their stadium, obviously with the Saints having played so well away from home this season, and the fact that it's a ground that you've not experienced anything at before, does that help?
Definitely. I think all those reasons help, and of course they'll have the advantage of playing on that, on it, and training on it. But we'll do a little bit this week, a little bit of research into it, and we know that it's going to be fast. We know you're going to play a lot of rugby. We've got to expect that. The bounce of the ball's not quite the same as grass, so we're just going to have to be prepared for that as well. But we've come very, very close to beating Saracens. I just think about the Milton Keynes game where we pushed them very, very close. And in these very big, tight matches, it's down to a couple of little things sometimes.
Just a word on the league standing, 4th for the Saints, another semi-final. Is that something that pleases you, considering earlier in the season it maybe didn't look so promising?
Yeah, I think you always strive to get into the top 4. That's what you do when you set out, and I think people... it's difficult, there's 12 teams there all fighting for the same thing, and I think it's a real good credit to the club that we've managed to get there, as you say, for a 4th season. It takes consistency. You do have your ups and downs in the season, all clubs have that, but it's being at the end, and we're in a semi-final, we've got a chance, we've got a real good team. We've got some real big game players in our squad as well who can help us win this game next week.